Coming up on this week's episode of Riptide.
The Yes Institute gave South Date a suicide prevention and bullying presentation.
And on Thursday, during lunch, there was a fashion show.
And on Tuesday night, the baseball team had their opening game for the season.
Hey Bucks, I'm Andres Camacho.
And I'm Mimi Nugent, and you're watching the 94th episode of Riptide.
On Tuesday, the Yes Institute held an anti-bullying and suicide prevention presentation in the auditorium.
This week, the Yes Institute visited South Dade to talk about bullying and suicide prevention in the LGBTQ community.
I had a plan per se, but there were some times that I thought to myself that it'd be better if I wouldn't wake up the next day.
The mission of Yes Institute is to prevent suicide and ensure the healthy development of all youth. And how we do that is through opening dialogue in the community. We provide educational courses on the topics of gender and orientation.
A student came to me and told me that he felt very passionate about the Yes Institute. He had done research and heard about them, and he felt very strongly that the school environment deserved for them to come out and talk about issues like suicide prevention and bullying.
Well, I basically invited them just because I feel they show a really great message, with the suicide prevention and bullying. I mean, I myself went through some personal experiences with that, so I just felt other people should know about it, and especially like the LGBT community, because lots of them get bullied or they attempt suicide.
This is an opportunity to actually delve into that conversation and look at why we have gender-based bullying and where it comes from, and also some ways to deal with that that's more powerful than just simply ignoring it or not talking about it.
Seeing how careless some people are with their words, I feel like this presentation would allow people to maybe think twice before they say some derogatory terms.
For school and you gotta go to church and all that good stuff.
One of the most impactful speakers was Tommy Moran, who spoke on his difficult transition from female to male.
And my dad's like, I know this about you since you were 4 years old. I'm like, great. You could have told me. Someone been like, hey, you have this since you're right. There's a collective consciousness, collective people that want to become more open-minded. And we're having a fight right now between people that want to stay in the old and people that want to progress to the new. I think it starts with a conversation, but it also starts with how you feel inside. So the more a person accepts themselves wherever they're at, right, is the more they'll be accepting to other people. I've noticed in my life is that the people that usually have a problem with me, it's not really with me, it's with themselves.
When I brought Tommy up here, would any of you would have guessed or assumed that Tommy was born female at birth?
Reporting for Riptide, I'm Angela Herrera.
February is Black History Month, and on Thursday during lunch, there was a fashion runway to celebrate it. Here are some highlights over the poem, Mother to Son, narrated by Langston Hughes.
Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor. There. But all the time, I've been a-climbing on, and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you set on the steps 'cause you find it's kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for I still going, honey. I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
With new uniform comes a new team for the Bucks this year at their season opening game against South Miami Cobras. The Bucks started off strong, ending the first inning with a 4-1 lead. The Cobras bounced back at the bottom of the fourth inning, tying up the score 5-5. At the bottom of the fifth inning, Lennox Verdecia with 2 runs batted in, taking the lead again for the Bucks. The game ended with an 11-9 victory for the Bucks. Great way to start off the season, boys. Reporting for Riptide Sports, I'm Nala Granadillo reporting.
Hi, my name's Hunter Padilla, and I like to flip things. I flip water bottles, hats, and even myself. But when I'm hungry, there's only one thing I like to eat, and that's flips. They can be a snack, a cereal, and you can find them at your local supermarket.
Also available on Amazon and at flips-usa.com.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Riptide.
If you want to watch any previous episodes of Riptide, check out bucktv.net.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SDBuckTV.
That's it for today, Bucks. I'm Mimi Nugent.
And I'm Andres Camacho.
Have a great weekend.